Welcome to the Quick Start Guide for the Heliner CNC router.
Turn on the power at the wall isolator. Turn on the interlocked switch.
Press the green Power On button and the system will start.
NC Studio will automatically start. If not, double-click the program. The machine must be homed before any operations can be done. To do this, press Back Home. Then select All Axes. The machine will begin automatically homing. Once home, all the machine coordinates will be 0. A pop-up will occur. Press Yes. Now, these indicators behind each of the axes confirm that it has been successfully homed.
Now, close this window to proceed. Information on the current position of the spindle can be viewed in this screen. The X, Y, and Z are the 3 axes. The workpiece coordinates is the current position of the spindle relative to the user-defined workpiece coordinate system, currently G54. The machine coordinates is the position of the spindle relative to the machine's absolute reference point, the point which it returns to when homing. Heliner machines feature 3 movement modes. Firstly, jog. When any of these axes buttons are pressed and held, the spindle will move continuously in that direction. Stepping mode will cause the spindle to move by the specified amount in millimeters with every press of an axis button. The user can also input custom stepping amounts.
HW stands for hand wheel. The same button can be found down here. This enables fine precision movement using the MPG hand wheel. There are 2 dials on the hand wheel. The first dial controls the axis that will be moved. For example, we are now moving the x-axis. The second dial controls the number of steps that will be taken with each click of the hand wheel. To load a new NC file, first insert the USB into the USB port. Press Load. Files can be imported either directly from the computer, as this is a Windows-based system, or loaded from the USB. The loaded G-code will appear here. To simulate the toolpath of the new program, press the Simulate button. Then press Start.
The simulated toolpath will be displayed here, with the travel moves in yellow and the cutting moves in blue. To view the simulation again, it must first be cleared. Right-click and then select Clear View. Now we can simulate it again. Before running any program, make sure the tools have been measured and the workpiece origins have been set.
The current tool number can be found here. To manually change the tool, select the tool number from this drop-down window. Then press Change T. To measure the tool currently in the spindle, press Measure. Confirm. The tool will touch on the top of the tool sensor. To measure all tools, press Measure All. You can select which tools you want to measure here. This button manually moves the dust cover up and down. Unclamp will remove the tool from the spindle. Be careful, as this will cause the tool to drop.
For safety, Heliner has added an extra confirmation window. The tool can be changed by hand by entering this interlocking safety panel on the far side of the machine. Carefully hold the tool and then press and hold this green button.
Offset Manage is where the workpiece origins are set. Currently, we have the G54 coordinate set to the back corner of the waster board. This corner here, where the alignment pins meet, this is where the machine will automatically align the board to. Z equals 0 is the top of the tool sensor. This 14.6 in the public offset changes the Z workpiece origin to be at the top of the waster board,
and is therefore the distance between the two.
If the waster board is skimmed, this number needs to be reduced. For example, if we skim it by 0.2 millimeters, this should be changed to 14.4.
With the tools measured and the origins correctly set, we can now begin machining.
To begin running the program, first untick Simulate. Then the program can be run by pressing Start. However, if this is the first time running this program, we recommend enabling the hand wheel guide. In this mode, the program will only move forward when the MPG controller is rotated clockwise. Turn on the vacuum pump.
And press Cycle Start. Once you are happy, you can disable hand wheel guide to continue machining automatically. To pause the program, press Pause. This can then be resumed by pressing Start again. To completely stop the program, press the Stop button. However, the program cannot be continued and must be restarted from the top of the G-code.
To run multiple files, first press Unload to remove the single file. Then head to Multitask Manage. Turn on Multitask Processing. Remove any old files by pressing the X button. To add new files, press the plus button. Press Open to load. They are now loaded in the window. We can control how many times we run each file under the Times column. For example, if we change this to 3, we will now run CNC Test 1 3 times and CNC Test 2 once. We can reorder these files using the up and down arrows. By default, once Start is pressed, one file will run and then the program will pause to wait for the operator to unload the old material and load the new material. However, with automatic loading enabled, we can turn on continuous processing,
which will load, machine, and unload each file without pausing between them.
When running multiple files, we can still simulate them. Enable Simulate, and then press Start.
Users can manually input G-code by pressing the MDI button. Selection allows the user to start the G-code from a specified line. This is useful in the event that the program gets disrupted, such as during a power outage. Now let's take a look at some of the special features that come with the Heliner nesting CNC machine. Heliner machines feature an automatic lubrication system. Rest lube time is the amount of time in minutes before the next lubrication cycle. The Heliner CNC nesting machine is optimized for two standard sheet sizes, up to 2.4 meters and up to 2.8 meters. These two modes determine how the sheets are loaded and aligned, so it is crucial to choose the correct one. Heliner nesting machines support two vacuum pumps that can be individually controlled. To fixture the part and cause the vacuum to suck it down, press this button. To release the vacuum, to enable the finished parts to be removed, press this button. If your Heliner nesting CNC machine comes with an automatic loading table and conveyor offloading table, 3 additional functions are enabled. Blanking automatically unloads the parts after they've been finished. For loading and unloading, there are 2 options. Density is for MDF, whereas particle is for particle board. We've specialized the unloading procedure for these 2 materials. Don't worry, the material won't drop on the floor. The machine holds it till the operator removes the parts and then continues moving until the next set are in position. Heliner nesting machines feature an electric blower. This aids in dust extraction by creating a cyclone that pulls the dust upwards and into the pipe. The photoelectric button enables and disables the light curtain. For safety reasons, this should always be on during operation. The press wheel is a roller that helps fixture the material, especially ones with uneven surfaces, which the vacuum struggles to hold. By default, it is enabled during operation, but can be disabled. A lot of customers have experienced trouble with vacuum pumps consistently holding material. We introduced the vac switch button. This enables the Heliner smart vacuum system, which monitors the vacuum level. If it drops too low, the program will be paused. This gives you peace of mind. You can walk away and leave it running. Heliner nesting machines feature an optional dedicated drilling head add-on. This button manually starts and stops the spindle. To keep everything running smoothly, we added a preheat function, which preheats the spindle and the drilling head by running it at different speeds. We recommend using this every morning, especially on cold mornings. Limit release is an advanced maintenance feature which allows us to override the limit switch so the gantry can be moved back.
Similarly, valve reset resets all of the pneumatic valves to their original position. Valve control is an advanced feature that enables every pneumatic part to be controlled individually. As all Heliner nesting machines are built custom,
contact the Heliner team for more information on your specific setup.
to shut down the machine, close the program, shut down the system, press the power off button. Heliner recommends always pushing in the emergency stop, and switch off at the interlock. Then power it off at the wall isolator.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more, head to our website or give us a call.